We're actually, in honor of our visitors, we're going to do all Australian apps today.
Yeah, developers from Australia, future developers here in the studio, I hope. Now we wanted to inspire you. My favorite Australian app is Pocket Casts. That's an app that I use to listen to podcasts. I've said many times on the show I don't like Apple's podcast app. It's just...
I use Pocket Casts too.
You do?
And one of the things I like about Pocket Casts, it works on Apple, iOS, and Android, and I can have a subscription, and then the podcasts I subscribe to propagate to both platforms. So I always have my podcasts wherever I am.
Yeah, so you can do playlists, starred playlists. You can create your own episode filter. You can decide. What I really like is whether, maybe you're trying to, this works on your iPhone or your Android phone. So maybe you want to stream or you want to download, depending on whether space is more important to you or using up all your data is more important. You can choose the playback method, so stream by default. You can also change how much you skip forward or skip back in case you wanted to do that. So I just love this app. I've tried so many of them, and it's my favorite. It also does, I also like Overcast, which is not an Australian app, but that one doesn't do video. So this one does video podcast as well as audio podcast. So here, it's pretty obvious how you work it. What I do, I have this problem. I'll start podcasts and then I won't finish them, and then I'll forget about them. So I always star ones that I really like, that I'm enjoying, and then it just goes into a little playlist with all the stars. So that's what I do, Pocket Cast, so you can just star it, and pretty easy.
Did you know that, we're going to pepper the show with Australia facts.
Oh, good.
Did you know that Melbourne almost was Batman, Australia?
I did not know that.
Did you guys know that? Yeah, they knew that. They're taught properly. Well, there was a guy named Batman. John Batman. Well, I would have called it Batman. The question is whether Batman would have been called Batman if there had been a town in Australia called Batman. He might have been Melbourne Man.
Or then, like, for gender equality, maybe it was Batwomen or Bat People.
You always have to bring that gender thing up, don't you? So in Melbourne, they had a problem. Because these people are from Perth, so I could say this. People in Melbourne are not too bright, right? They walk in front of trains a lot. So in 2012, the Melbourne Train Authority said, Melbourne Metro, we need to make a campaign, a public awareness campaign that says don't walk in front of trains. And they created a video and a great song called Dumb Ways to Die and a video game called Dumb Ways to Die that has now transcended trains. It's transcended Melbourne. It is a phenomenon. That is a classic Australian game. Dumb Ways to Die 2 here, and we'll play it. And it's really a fun game. So I'm going to get out of the settings here. Should we do? I don't know. What should we do? Drown Town or Freezerville? Let's do
Don't go in the freezer.
Yeah.
Don't lock yourself in the freezer.
Shall we play? Let's play. So the tap to avoid the cracks. So there's cracks in the woo, almost went in. So the idea is you have a
that was dumb.
You have a timer. You have a timer, and the idea is to I got the penguin. I won. That's good. I survived. Complete the jump. Trace the arrows. Holy cow. Whoa. Let's see if I can do that. Some of these are easier than others. Some of them don't lick the pole. Oh, come on.
You don't die from licking the pole.
I'm going to lick the pole. Oh, I had to lick the pole. I had to. So close the windows and doors because it's windy out. Oh, whew. So these are, this is actually, kids love this game. It's a fun game to play. We sing in the car. Oh, I didn't get rid, I'm dead. Oh.
That looks painful.
Now, this is an ad, so I'm going to get rid of that. Guild Raid, I don't want to.
I noticed when you played the song, everyone in the studio knew all the words.
They knew it, didn't they?
It's part of their childhood.
Should we play the song? You want it? This is the original Dumb Ways to Die. They've done a number of these, but let me find the video of the original Dumb Ways to Die here. Let's see. No, it's kind of fun, isn't it?
Are they jelly beans?
What are they? Jelly bellies, right?
Well, some of them weren't shaped like jelly beans.
You can build a bean, make your own bean, right? So there's, I think there's 4 of these. There's 2 I see on iOS. I want to play the video. I would have thought they'd have the video on here. Let's turn that off. Back to menu. I guess not. Well, we can go to YouTube and play it. But Dumb Ways to Die, highly recommended. You know, I'll give you one more. I'm not going to make it pick because everybody knows this game. But did you know Half Brick, the creators of Fruit Ninja, is an Australian company?
I didn't
So
know
one of the
that.
great iOS games, and one of the reasons it was such a success, is because it's made, really, I think, made for the iPad, because it's just a, oh, you have to swipe it. It's just a natural, because you only need a finger, and you slice up watermelon, right? Or other kinds of fruit. Should we just play one round in case you haven't played this? Because I just want to play it. That's all. Are you guys really good at this game by now? Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're bored with this. Actually, I asked what a good game was, and I have a recommendation from one of the students here, Ayushi, right? Who says, am I saying your name right? Yeah. Now I've killed the fruit. I've messed the fruit, and I'm lost the game. Ayushi says she's got a game, and I'm gonna show you that as my app cap. Anyway, a couple of very famous. These may be maybe the best known Australian games of all time.
Yes. Well, I have another app from an Australian developer, Procreate.
Oh, I love that.
This is one of the iPad's best art apps. You can see I've used it to draw this beautiful portrait of you, Leo, that I have here on my screen. I'm still working on it a little bit, but there it is. I use Procreate to draw that. It looks just like me. You. Let me draw that in there. Okay, so if you are an artist, if you love working with layers, this is a great app for you. Let's go back. I did not draw this. This came with it. But this is what someone with an artistic background could draw with it.
Wow, that's really good. You know what I love about Procreate is you can actually watch them draw. There's a playback feature that lets you actually start with a white piece of paper. And if you're an artist, recording how you draw is really, really great. And this works great with a pencil, right?
You can also live stream your drawing. I'm not going to do that because I'm not an artist. But with iOS 10, it integrates with live streaming, some like Twitch and some other live streaming apps. So if you are an artist, you can live stream. You can also do picture-in-picture, different brushes, you can make any colors. I'll just see if I can add to this a little bit.
That's so much better. Yeah. Wow, I wonder why I didn't give him purple hair in the first place. Yeah.
And of course you can erase. Now it looks more like you.
Empty-headed.
There we go.
Airhead, a cloud of white upon his dome.
So Procreate is $6.99. You can also get Pocket Procreate for your iPhone. That's $2.99. If you are an artist, if you draw better than I do, I don't know.
In one way, you have a disadvantage on the iPad Pro because there's so many good drawing programs. It's hard to know which one to use. I think Procreate's a very good one to start with.
Yeah, definitely. If you are an artist, so Australian developers, you could be the next developer.
Should it be sing-along time now?
Yes.
Let's play the sing-along. I forgot that you had to succeed in a few levels before you could get this video. So I quickly played a few levels so I could get the... This was...
Don't do that.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. They all know it. Dumb ways to die. But I bet you they know it more from the game than from the public relations campaign.
Well, the song came out like 4 years ago, didn't it come out?
Yeah, so this campaign was 2012.
Reminds you of your young youth.
Your young youth. When you were young youths. And you know, I bet none of these people have done any of these things since.
No,
so
they would have if
success.
they had not watched this video, I'm sure, especially the piranha bait part.
When Michael was probably 10, we would sing this in the car all the time. So this really did pervade the national attention. It's probably driving people crazy, so I'm going to stop it right now.
All right, do you have any more? Because I have a couple more.
I'm out.
Okay, I'm not out. If you are not an artist and you want to pretend like you are, there's an app called Canva, also an Australian developer. This is really for graphic design. So you can, I made this. iOS today, only on TWiT. Super easy. You can use all of these layouts. They're all built in there. Pancakes. But say you want to change that to Leo, you can.
Well, of course you do.
Oops.
You know, I was a little disappointed. The whole crew from Perth went to lunch before the show, and I was hoping they'd go to an International House of Pancakes because they probably have, you know, an Australian pancake. It's international. But no, they went to Mexican food.
So have you seen Canva? What do you think?
Canva?
Mm-hmm. This is
Canva is also from Australia? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Another great choice. Mm-hmm. See, this is what I mean. Canva's fantastic.
It is.
I think it does many of the same things Procreate does. I don't know. Canva's more designed to modify a photo
Yeah.
So it's more for editing an existing image than for creating an image from scratch.
Yes, it's more graphic design, would you say? More branding.
Yeah.
So you can, you can make posts for Instagram or Facebook, blog entries. It's really pretty easy to do. So yeah, social media presentation. If you want to update your Facebook cover page, that's pretty easy to do. You know, that thing that goes, the banner image in your Facebook. I don't know. Do you guys use Facebook? That's not a high school thing, is it? You do? Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Snapchat and Facebook.
You know, I lied when I said I was out, because one thing that happens to me all the time, when I'm really in the mood for a bunting snag, I want to hop the Perth Transit and ride on over to Buntings and get one.
Bunnings, not buntings?
Buntings.
Bunnings.
Oh, well, no wonder I never get there. Let me just use this Perth Transit app to see how I can get to the nearest Bunnings and get myself a Bunnings. You know,
Snag.
I give up. I give up.
Bunnings snag.
Bunnings snag. Bunnings snag.
How do you get there?
I don't know. It says on Perth Transit. Apparently, Perth Transit has done something bad to me. They've looked up my location and they've said there are no buses near you.
No bunning snag for you. no bunning snag. Maybe you need to take if you want to take a train, you need to use another app created by an Australian developer, Trainz Simulator. Trainz with a Z.
Oh,
Anyone use Trainz Simulator?
This is really fun. Yeah, I like this.
This is Trainz Simulator 2.
Right.
This is complicated. I spent a lot of time this weekend, you know, hard work. You can do multiplayer, so you can chat with people.
Can you toot the whistle? Oh, I love that.
Yes, I can. Somewhere.
You should never drive a train.
I shouldn't drive a train.
Never.
That's true. What?
Yeah.
I thought I was learning.
You're nothing. You're not learning a thing.
Back to game.
What is this? Trainz Simulator?
Trainz Simulator 2. Okay, let's get started. There we go. Now I can drive the train. If you go too fast, it will penalize you because you don't want to slip off there. You may need to change junctions ahead. Okay, I'll change junctions. And there we go. If you like trains, this is interesting. If you don't like trains, this is like someone showing you their model train set and you're watching and you're bored. But I like trains.
And this is the one with a Z, not an S.
Yes,
train.
a Z, exactly.
Trains.
I'm speeding. I don't care. I speed. Life is short. Sometimes you have to speed your train.
Not really. You know, this always amazed me that people like train simulators because really all you can do is stop and go.
No, this is the easy mode. I told you with the steam train.
You don't have to steer with a train. They've got rails.
That's true. That's why people like trains, I think.
It's an easy...
You like staying on the track. You don't, but I think I died, so...
How could you die?
You run off the rails.
You went too fast for that curve?
Like this show is going that way.
Always.